Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99. I am back with another quick video. All right, y'all, just back with some real quick boxing talk here. As y'all know what's going down March 6th, Alexander Povetkin and Dillian Whyte, they're going to run it back in the rematch of their fight August 20th, 2nd of 2020. This fight, it was supposed to go down November 21st, but Alexander Povetkin, he actually tested positive. He didn't get popped this time. He got tested positive for COVID, so, the fight had to get canceled. But as y'all know, the last time out, it was a very good competitive fight. Dillian Whyte looked like he was almost in the midst of scoring a stoppage over Alexander Povetkin after scoring a couple knockdowns, but Alexander Povetkin, he came back with a nice little setup of his left hook, scored a very big left uppercut straight to the chin of Dillian Whyte and stretched him out. And that easily could have been knockout of 2021 if not for Gervonta Davis over Leo Santa Cruz. But either one were big knockouts. I mean, it's however you want to look at it. That one was a heavyweight fight. So, yeah, I know a lot of people feel like that was a very good knockout win of 2020. But overall, man, like, I'm really looking forward to this rematch here because the first fight was really good. The first fight was a very solid fight between these guys. Like, it wasn't like the same old big, slow, lumbering heavyweights just throwing punches. These two guys were almost kind of reminded me of a texture of like one of the mid-90s heavyweight fights, where you had two solid boxers in there throwing down in the middle of the ring, throwing some nice, sharp, snappy punches. Dillian Whyte, he's kind of an awkward guy, but he has a good, solid jab, and he doesn't mind getting in the pocket and trading. Then you have Alexander Povetkin, who is a sharp veteran in the game now. He's been in the game for, how many years? Like it's over a decade now. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it just feels like I've been seeing him since, 2005 now, way back. But, yeah, I just feel like Alexander Povetkin, he just poses this big boxing threat in there. He throws some nice, sharp punches. He doesn't really throw too many wild and winging shots. He picks his shots. He gave Anthony Joshua a very tough fight. But, yeah, the first fight, it was a good one. Dillian Whyte, he was in there landing his jab, good jab straight up the middle, good body shots. And then Alexander Povetkin, he kept on landing that left hook to the body. And it was almost like a setup, kind of like Canelo. Whenever he got into that fifth round, after getting dropped in the previous rounds, he just like kind of threw that little feint. And then he just threw like a stiff left uppercut straight between the guard of Dillian Whyte and dropped him. He just landed that beautiful left uppercut and it just dropped Dillian Whyte on his back, and that was it. But yeah, going into this one here, I just feel like both fighters, they want to run that back. Dillian Whyte probably felt like, hey man, like, I was in the lead, I want to get back in there, it's not over. So I got to commend them for that. There's some things I definitely don't like about Dillian Whyte and Alexander Povetkin in the past. They're popping dirty history, but as long as they come in clean this time, and they came in clean for that fight, I'm cool with it. I want to see a good fight. But aside from those dark clouds, they did put on a good fight. So I think they'll put on another good one on March 6th. This time around, it's still hard to tell because, this is the heavyweight division. It can all change with one punch, as y'all can see in the last fight. Dillian looked like he was in the lead, but boom, Povetkin came back and starched him. So I don't really have a pick in this one. I don't really have a favorite in this fight. I just feel like whoever gets their thing going and stays sharp and learns from their mistakes in the last fight, I think that's the person that's going to be the victor in this one. For real, I think that Povetkin, he's going to come here and box a little bit more and avoid, going into the pocket. And I think that Dillian Whyte, he's also going to do the same. So you might see more of a chess match here until somebody gets winded. And, Povetkin, he's got some years on him now. He's definitely got some years. So if Dillian Whyte has the legs to stay in this fight into the second half, I could see him boxing his way to a decision or scoring a late round stoppage, if he takes Povetkin into those deep waters. But I think Dillian Whyte just needs to avoid the pocket and, protect the body, and avoid going into the pocket with Povetkin. Povetkin, he has underrated power. People just don't understand. He has underrated power, and he can catch you with those big shots. But, yeah, man, that's my thoughts on this rematch coming up. It's one of the fights I'm really looking forward to in 2021. I like to see guys run it back like this consecutively sometimes, because it just shows you that, hey, I want to get right back in there. I got knocked out, but I'm ready to go again. So, I got to give them respect to both fighters for taking this fight. But, yeah, guys, that's all I got on this one. Let me know in the comment section what y'all think of this rematch, Povetkin versus Dillian Whyte. Who do you got this time around? Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.